Hey guys, I wanted to talk to y'all about something today. So, this is 2021, and we just had the biggest turnout in 2020 out of every election in history. So, what that means is, we all did something great and we should be celebrated. But instead of being celebrated, it's being attacked by Republicans across the nation. And the two biggest issues we have right now, unfortunately, are trying to get two people, that's what I mean by two issues, to eliminate the filibuster. And while I do understand the fear that they have about ending the filibuster because they think Republicans will take over, we'll have more control if we eliminate it, and we won't have that defense against them if they win back the majority. But the thing is, the only way that Republicans are going to win back the majority is if they keep finding ways to suppress the vote, like introducing all of these voter suppression laws across the country. And you can actually take a look at Stacey Abrams' page. One of the newer videos she posted a couple of days ago showing how restrictive, one of the bills was that the Republicans in their state passed after their three big wins for the Democrats in Georgia. First, with Joe Biden winning the presidency in their state, and then John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock. The thing is, we're going to have to come together, or voting rights are not going to exist like they do today. And they're already being trampled on across the United States. So many states, I think they said over 300, bills have been introduced to restrict voting. And that's the last thing we need. Every time I hear Joe Biden speak, like today in Georgia and yesterday, whenever he had his speech in front of Congress, I felt so positive about our future. But then I had that fear, for how long, like what he said, that people are saying, how long is the United States back? And that's what I worry about, because seeing all these Republicans introduce all these bills nationwide, to restrict the vote in so many states, almost, a majority of the United States have introduced bills, you know what I mean? And the two senators that are holding up eliminating the filibuster are Senator Sinema and Manchin. And we have to get these people to understand that we're going to lose our majority in 2022 if we don't pass H.R. 1 and the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. At least pass those two. We have the opportunity to make a positive difference. All of this hatred and division that has been caused over Trump's 4 years in office. We have done a couple of bipartisan things, thankfully, like the clean water bill that was passed today through the Senate. I think it got like a 88 or 89 votes in the Senate, so that's really good. We had a bipartisan bill passed. Thank God for that. And yeah, the other, was it last week or so that they passed the hate crimes thing for Asian Americans. That was a 91 or 90 something votes, to confirm that. So that was really good. We have bipartisanship. But the thing is, the Republicans, we already know, they're not going to support passing the For the People's Act or the John Lewis Voting Rights Act, because they're the ones that are leading the attack on voting rights across the United States. So we have to come together, and we're going to have to eliminate the filibuster to protect democracy, because literally democracy is at stake. Plenty of Republican states already are only the majority because of gerrymandering and other voter suppression tactics. And we have to change that by passing this legislation. It's unbelievable and very upsetting to see bills like the one in Georgia that has restricted so much of early voting. Like, early voting was extended, how many weeks? 9 weeks, and now it's only 4 weeks for early voting for runoff. Because they know that those 9 weeks gave us an opportunity to turn Georgia blue and elect 2 United States senators. If it wasn't for gerrymandering, Arkansas wouldn't be so divided. And places like Georgia wouldn't have Republicans in the majority in the General Assembly. And I'm pretty sure Arkansas wouldn't either if we didn't have so much gerrymandering as well. We actually tried to do a citizen initiative on the ballot to end gerrymandering, and the Secretary of State of Arkansas actually got rid of all the citizen-led initiatives and only put their own initiatives on the ballot for us to vote for. You know? It's insanity, guys. We have to end the filibuster and pass voting rights. Or I don't know what's going to be the future of this country. And that's a legitimate fear, because at the rate that we're going, 300 plus bills to voter suppress, it's not going to be a good outcome for the United States and democracy. You know, Trump won very narrowly in many states in 2016. And, you know, if it's more and more restrictive, imagine what Republican could win in 2024 if we don't act now while we have the majority in the Senate. We need to expand our majority, not lose our majority. And the thing is, the filibuster wasn't even a thing back when the country was formed. It was something the Republicans created to make sure that we couldn't pass voting rights for people of color. There is absolutely no need to keep the filibuster unless you want Republicans to win the majority in 2022 and 2024. If you want them to be in control, then it's going to happen if we don't take action now and defend democracy while we have a chance. Literally, Georgians fought for our democracy and won 3 times. Flipped Georgia blue 3 times, and actually flipped more seats, actually, like congressional districts and stuff like that. You know, they really fought a really hard battle. Stacey Abrams, Miss Keisha Lance Bottoms, the mayor of Atlanta. So many people fought in Georgia and won for Biden, won for Ossoff and Warnock. And we cannot disappoint those people. They fought and tirelessly called fundraising and everything across the state. I know people from Arkansas. One of the great people from Arkansas, Miss Jenny Pierce. She went all the way to Georgia, slept in her car for days on end to help get the word out, knocked on doors to get the word out about the runoffs so that we could win the majority in the Senate and so Mitch McConnell wouldn't be majority leader anymore. And it happened. Georgia did it for us, and we can't disappoint America. We made a difference, and we can continue to do that, but we have to eliminate the filibuster, or there's not a chance that we will keep our majority in 2022 or 2024. So please, Manchin and Sinema, if you hear this message, please eliminate the filibuster for the sake of democracy and the future of this country, because I don't want to see us go back to another corrupt president or more senators in there that do not care about the working class Arkansans and Americans, like the 2 freaking Republican senators we have in here in Arkansas. I'm hoping that we can turn Arkansas blue in 2022. You know, we have governor's race coming up. We have Congress. All legislative seats are up for grabs in 2022, as well as our governor's seat, our lieutenant governor, attorney general. And Republicans are going to continue winning if we have all these gerrymandered areas and voter suppression tactics going on. That's where I'm from, if you didn't realize it by me talking here. I know I am new to politics as of 2020. I've never was really involved until the whole BLM movement and George Floyd. And it really opened my eyes to see that we have a chance to make a difference. But we cannot make a difference if we don't use our voices and vote to make better. Vote better in. We have to vote better in if we want to make things better. It's true. So please listen and take into consideration what I've said. And I really, really hope we can come together and pass this. I hope that y'all really understand what's at stake and will eliminate this filibuster and pass much needed change, positive change for this country. I want us to move forward, not move backwards. So please take into consideration what I've said, and I appreciate you for listening. Y'all have a good night. Thank you.